And now, introducing the new Sneaky G-Man store on SD. All you got to do, go on to SD, type in Sneaky G-Man store, and you could get your very own Are You My Malacca shirt, Samsung cell phone case, or just a cap or a beanie. Let's go Giants. Ow. Hey guys, I appreciate you wanting to enjoy the show. First, I got to give a couple shout outs. First off, I want to give a shout out to dresscomfy.com. She has the latest and greatest for Sneaky G-Man merch. So please, check it out. dresscomfy.com. Also want to give a shout out to 3 a.m. Water Hydration for the go-getters. Natural spring water. Go get it. Now let's go do the damn thing. Before we do the damn thing, I got to give a shout out to George's Trophies, aka Sergeant M replica trophies. Guys, Father's Day coming up soon. This is the perfect gift. Matter of fact, this is the perfect gift for any occasion. I mean, who wouldn't want a replica Super Bowl trophy of their team? The team that got the ultimate prize, the Lombardi Trophy. So when you get a chance, go to his Facebook page, George's Trophies, a.k.a. Sergeant M's replica trophies. Now, we gonna do the damn thing.
You're listening to Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast on Northeast Streaming Sports.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants! Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneaky G. What is up? Post-draft? So before we get to the Giants, I want to talk about other teams. Okay, and if you saw some of my latest and greatest TikToks, okay. So first off, if you're disappointed in the draft, regarding the Giants, just hold tight for 1 second. All right, just sit back and let's just bask in other teams' failures. Okay. I see you, Tanya, and I'm glad. You know what? And I'm glad you motivated me for tonight. I'm gonna tell you that right. Anyway. Let's go on. Let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. Okay. Let's just talk about, if you're an Atlanta Falcon fan, or if you know an Atlanta Falcon fan, hold on a second. Before I get going, I want to share this on TikTok. I really do, because Atlanta fans, I don't even know. I don't even know how to put it in perspective. Okay. So if you are a fan of the teams that I'm about to mention, okay, buyer beware. Buyer beware. If you are an Atlanta Falcon fan, what the F? Or as I like to say, what the fuck? Okay, let me get this straight. And let's keep it real. All right, let's keep it real. You hit the panic button and you drafted a quarterback when you already just signed a quarterback. Atlanta Falcon fans, I'm sorry. I apologize for you. Um, you got Penix, okay. And I understand, and it's funny because when you listen to the press conference, right? And there, you could just see the look on the face of the GM, how he doesn't feel the need to justify his pick, but he had to justify his pick, if that makes any sense, right? Because when I was watching the draft, I was going live. I went live on TikTok. I didn't do a show. I my mouth dropped. Hold on. Okay, Tanya, you said here is the thing people are taking away from Penix. He deserved to be drafted. I am not saying that whatsoever. I am not saying he shouldn't have been drafted. I'm not saying, I mean, I am saying another team other than the Falcons should have got him. But they hit the panic button. Okay. Because, and this is my 2 cents, right? Take it or leave it, right? And not you, Tanya. I understand what you're saying, and I agree with you 110%. You signed Kirk Cousins to $180 million. 4 years. 4 years, right? And 90 of that, and if I'm mistaken on that, I can't remember if it was 90 or 80, but I think it was 90 of that guaranteed. So Kurt already got 90 million chilling, right? And then you pick up a 24-year-old rookie, okay? And your thought process, well, Kurt will give us 2 years. Penix is the future. Okay. Now, well, okay. Now, see, okay, Tanya again, and Tanya mentioned. So did. Hold on a sec. I want to make sure. I'll tell you what. Before I address that, let me just get this thought across. What does that say to Kirk Cousins? I'm only here for 2 years. What does that say to whatever they were saying to him? Negotiating the contract, kind of. I mean, I can only imagine the honeymoon or the courting phase, free agency. Okay, after the season, went off, and Kurt probably felt that this was a team that believed in me, or I'm sorry, I'm pretending to be Kirk Cousins. Believed in me, and we're gonna go the next direction. We got a team that's built, and the draft comes, and then they get a quarterback. What does that say? What does that say? Exactly. Nelson Diaz, you hit it on there. You are not the future of Atlanta. Now, when Jared Goff, is it Jared Goff or Jeff Goff? The Goff from the Detroit Lions QB. When that trade happened, there was a term that I heard for the very first time: bridge quarterback. Well, Kirk Cousins, that's your new title. That is your new title. And what baffles me, and we could give kudos to Green Bay for drafting Rodgers when they did, when Brett was retiring, and we can say that the Falcons. I remember not the Falcons, the Colts. I remember the Colts when they when they signed Matt Ryan, and he didn't work out. And they were stuck in limbo for that, for the rest of the season, because Matt didn't transition to the quarterback that they thought he was going to be. Now with Kirk Cousins, we can predict what's going to happen. we can honestly predict what's going to happen. Every incomplete pass, every interception, every loss, anything negative in the quarterback play. Matter of fact, anything negative, period. Every sack, every missed play, every missed opportunity, they are going to look at Penix. I mean, I've played quarterback before. Okay, I played high school ball, and I played semi-pro when I was in Germany, and then of course, then I finished my career playing in a league in Cerro Vista. Okay, on post. And I'm going to tell you right now, it is difficult if you don't have the confidence of your coach or your team. If you are constantly looking over your shoulder, it's hard to play like that. Every incompletion, you're like, oh, they're going to send the hook. God forbid you throw a pick. God forbid you throw a pick six. He's going to be looking to the sidelines. I don't believe he's going to play to his full potential he's going to have to be hot right out the gate, in my opinion. Good luck to Kirk Cousins. I don't want to beat that too much. All right, I'm just going to Atlanta Falcon fans, you got your quarterback of the future. Good luck to you. And for me, one of the dumbest moves in the draft. And for those that are if you know a Buffalo Bills fan, please go ahead and just screen record, because I want you to share this to the Buffalo Bills fan. And I'll wait. I'll give you 5 seconds. I need to take a sip of water anyway. And I'm gonna wait. And I want to hear. I want you to send this to. I'm gonna get a sip of water. Go ahead and hit screen record, and then okay, hold on. Let me get a sip, and then we'll get on with it. It's just water. I'm kidding. I don't even know what's Okay, here we go. Why the hell did you trade your first round pick? Excuse me. To the Kansas City Chiefs. Your nemesis. Now, they're outside of your division, okay? But that's like us trading down with the 49ers. That's the closest NFC East, or not NFC East, NFC team that I would consider to be our nemesis. Not only did you trade down, but they got one of the fastest players in the draft. I'm sorry, the fastest player in the draft that won one of the fastest times in the combine. You basically loaded the weapon for the Kansas City Chiefs. You gave up your number one wide receiver to Houston, although I understand the move, right? You got a diva, okay? You don't need a quarterback. You don't need a wide receiver yelling at the quarterback. I'm curious how that's going to work out in Houston. I got faith, though. I got faith. And then you give yes, Loops, exactly. They gave them an opportunity to get Tyreek's replacement. Now, I don't know what the conversation was, but I'm going to tell you right now. I don't even know how the interaction were. I don't know if KC must have called them and said, "Hey, this is what we're going to give you." And they're like, "Okay, you're not going to get the fastest guy on the draft, are you?" "Oh, no, we're not going to do that." Why would we do that? And then they did. And then Buffalo's GM is like, mother trucker. You would say the Packers more than the Niners? So, Giant fans, New York football Giant, the dedicated New York football Giant fans, I say this to you. Chill. At least we are not the Atlanta Falcons, fans of the Atlanta Falcons or the Buffalo Bills. And those of you that are fans of said teams, Falcons and the Bills, my hat's off to you. Because if you're thinking differently than me, please call me out. Please, call me out. Now, without further ado, let Joe Shane cook. Let that man cook. I'm gonna address the quarterback situation. Yes, we need a quarterback. There's no everybody and their moms knows that. Shane knows that. Dable knows that. We need a quarterback. Bottom line. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna come clean and I'm just gonna be honest. Yes, we need a quarterback. Okay. Now, why do we need a quarterback? So I don't know if some of you Giants fans are saying that, because I know we're not saying that, because Jones is one hit away from not being in the NFL. Simple as that. He's had neck issues. He had ankle issues. Now he has, this MCL, ACL, whatever it was. It's going to be a long road for him. Okay, and all signs are pointing that he's going to be ready by the offseason. Now, if you're asking me, yes, I am rooting for Daniel Jones. Why? Because he's the one that's going to be under center next year. I'm not rooting against him. To this day, Daniel Jones is the guy. Daniel Jones is the anticipated starter. Daniel Jones is the one that's getting the big paycheck. Therefore, Daniel Jones is my guy. And he also has, he also got the go-ahead from Shane and Dable. Okay. It's been heavily reported that we tried to trade up with New England to get Drake May. That didn't work. And to be fair, I would, if I was May, I would rather have went to the Giants than the Patriots, because the Patriots have more holes than Swiss cheese. We're better in place than the Patriots. If I'm gonna compare the two teams, yes, we are in a better situation than the Patriots. However, Drake May was not available for the Giants at 6, so we took the next best thing. I'm all right with Malik. I wanted either a Dunze or a Malik. Many reports say that Neighbors is the number 1 wide receiver in the draft. Even though some people will argue that and say that Junior is. Well, I disagree. And hold on, what'd you say, Ant? First time since 2016 with no O-line draft. Oh, okay. Now, some of these names I know. Well, I don't know personally, of course. I've heard of. And some of these names kind of caught me off guard. Now, the PFF graded the New York Giants with an A-. I'll take it. That's something positive. With the second round, we went with Newman, the safety. And I might need you to come on to help me with these names because I'm gonna tear these names up. I already messed up with Newman's name, but hey, so check what I like about this cat. He's a safety. He's a hitter. He is a hitter. Great vision. He sees the quarterback and the receiver. He sees how the plays develop. That's going to be a bonus for us. Could have been the reason why McKinney was not re-signed. We got a cornerback from Kentucky, Phillips. He could play inside and outside of the wide receiver. Theo Johnson, Penn State. This is a tough SOB. Great athlete. He did extremely well in the combine. He has a 40 vertical. What? I got like an inch and a half, In the vertical. You sick people. Who else we get? Oh, in the shuttle run, he was 90%. The top 90 percentile in the shuttle run. And then the running back from Purdue, which I didn't realize he converted from wide receiver to running back. This guy is hard to bring down. I'm excited for this draft class. And we got the linebacker from UCLA. Please be patient with me. Mua Sawa. I probably ate that up too. I would say, I kind of mentioned it throughout the draft that we were going to, we were going to pick we're going to pick a wide receiver, a lineman at 6, and then use some picks to get back into the first round to get our quarterback. That was before I realized how quickly the teams panicked. This draft was kind of a surprise. No defensive player until like the 15th pick. Seattle, I think it was. I'm still in shock with the Penix pick. I'm not saying Penix shouldn't have got it. Shouldn't have went to the Falcons, but he should have been a first rounder. But that's the type of Penix for me is someone who I would like to see to get a start right away, like last year's rookie class. Loops. Let me go to the comments. NFC least. So I want to say this real quick. I'm going to go to the water for a second here. Loops, we're on the come up. I really do think we're on the come up at the division. Now, of course, I think you guys are going to be bottom feeders. I wouldn't be the same if I didn't say that. Meaning the Dallas Cowboys. Guys that don't know, Loops is a diehard. He loves him some Jerry Jones. He would massage his feet if he if he had an opportunity to. Yes, Mr. Jones. I see the Falcons. Hold on a second. Now Luke says Dallas should have signed a janitor. Yeah, well. I see the Commanders being a threat. Maybe not next year, but in the coming years. I could see that. Okay, I'm going to be fair. I'm going to say Lutz responded with, "I hate Jerry Jones." That's why I said what I said. Let me go up in the comments real quick because there's quite a few comments. Thank you guys for commenting on the live. Loops, here we go. He said, "What's up, Sneaky? Cowboys are done for." Yeah, I mean they have been for the last 29 years. He said, "You guys are gonna beat us this year." Well, we're always. I mean, that's the plan. Tanya said, "I told Danny we manifested a good draft." Damn right, and let Shane cook. There's a couple comments about Penix. I wonder. Okay, you were talking about Tanya. You were talking about Kirk Cousins. I wonder if something happened to Cousins. Makes me wonder, or will they use him as a bargaining chip after the draft? I don't know if he has a no trade clause. That I want to say he does, but I'm not sure. Okay, some more. So we should just not talk about Kurt. Oh, that's what B Murphy GBN. I'm assuming he's a Vikings fan. Aldi's S, what's up? What's good, Sneaky? What's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Hope you see this. I'm sorry it took me a minute to get to your comments. All right, now we're in some new comments. Actually, I'm going to put the link out. Let me put the link out. Those of you that are on TikTok, please jump on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, maybe Facebook, and even LinkedIn if you want to join in. Everybody's welcome to come in. Cowboys won the draft. They re-signed Elliott. Okay, this what reminded me when I saw that Elliott was coming back, because I live in Dallas. Of course, I'm going to see all the news about about Ezekiel coming back. And it's a 1-year deal. And last year for the Patriots, he only got like 685 yards. I say only, like I got 686 yards in the NFL. Yeah, no. When you eat pizza and it's left in the box, you take it out of the box, you look at it and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat it later." So you put it in the refrigerator. 2 days later, you see you got the pizza there. You want something to eat real quick, and you're like, "It might be old," but you eat it anyway. That's what reminded me of re-signing of Ezekiel. Re-signing him. Hold on. Tanya says, "Danny got to be losing his mind. Knicks are going to overtime." Oh yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Go Nuggets. Tanya said, "Fun fact: I'm eating pizza right now." That's funny. So you're gonna put it away, and then you're gonna you're gonna eat it a couple days. Here we go. Danny responded, "The Knicks game is stressing me TF out." I bet. I'm glad I'm a Nuggets fan. We finished business last night with against the Lakers. So I know a couple weeks ago people were questioning Joe Shane and his method of drafting players. I hope people get a good look at what Shane was able to do in this draft. Even with the limited resources that he only had 6 picks. There was not much he could have done. But he did make a lot of moves in the free agency market, and certain draft picks. I mean, by getting Burns and beefing up our offensive line. I I think that's what's important right now, rather than the guys that are, that we picked up are going to be depth players. That we'll soon find that out. Here we go. We got something from Joseph. I think it's a little interesting to me how Cowboy fans will say, yes, we can have a good draft as long as we get a running back, and then Ezekiel happens, and they say they slam dunk the draft. Yeah. I don't even try to figure out Cowboy fans, and I work with them. And the first thing that Cowboy fans will tell me when they come into my office and we have conversations, you know what the first thing they say to me? They were like, and stuff, I'm gonna be real. I don't like Cowboy fans. And this is an actual Cowboy fan telling me this. Not only that, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram, where you could do your little theme or like a note or something. And I made the comment, why aren't number 70, 58, and 21, those that don't know, Leonard Marshall, Carl Banks, and Tiki Barber, why are they not in the Hall of Fame? And I had a Dallas Cowboy fan respond to me and say, they should do what Drew Pearson do and start crying. That's why they're not in. I'm like, damn. That's crazy. Hold on a second here. So, I'm going to the Facebook. What do you think about the Finns draft? You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. I really didn't focus too much on any other team other than the Giants. I'm gonna be honest. I was just eyes on. Matter of fact, when the Giants got done drafting, I went to TikTok in the first round. Oh, and I see your comment here. If that's what it takes to get in, I'm crying. Right? Let's do it. Hey, I'm with you on that. Fuck it. Let's do it. And I know you were really big on JJ McCarthy, but they did a poll. Okay. Only 6% of Giant fans wanted JJ McCarthy. 6%. Now, my question, right? Who'd they ask, and when did they ask the question? And is it one of those, pollings that they did on MSN, and not MSNBC? It's the MSN site. When you go to that and you read all the daily news and stuff, and they have the polls. Did they do something like that? Because I'll tell you right now, nobody asked me. And if they did, I would have been like, no, I want a wide receiver, at least in the first round. I think for me, Joe Shane did a hell of a job with what he had. I wouldn't have judged him if he would have, fell back, although he wouldn't have ended up with Malik. And if we were to be in a situation kind of like how Shane was in his first draft, where we had two players in the first round, basically back to back, that would have been nice. I'm always big on equity when it comes to the draft. I'm always big on having more picks than anything else. But, and I say but, and of course, when I say that, I'm negating what I said. I think Shane did what he did with the 6 picks that he had. And I'm really curious as to, the facets of the draft, like how, and we know that they offered New England, this first round, and then next year's first round, and I think a second and a third, something like that, for us to get, Drake May. That didn't work out. So Not only do we get the 6th pick, but we got next year's draft as well, first round as well. And I'm just like, did he try to deal out of certain rounds to build up the equity for this year's draft or next year's draft? That kind of fascinates me, because I'm going to be honest. When I saw draft day, that put a whole perspective on how the draft is actually done. Now, is it done that way the first round? Maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe there's going to be fiction to, how teams move up and down and whatnot. Emac, I see you. Ant says we had a very good draft. Yes, we did. I agree. So when I was looking at the grading of the players, the majority of the players got what, A's or B minuses. The last player got a C minus. I don't know why is that. Although the guy's a hitter. The guy's definitely a hitter. Okay, so let me get to some of these comments. I see you, Tanya. Hold on. I told you, Sneaky, we manifested with Leonard Marshall. Yes, we did, Tanya. And that's the funny thing is, I did reach out to Leonard and I said, you called it. And then he sent me a picture of Times Square and Malik on the, a video of Malik. It's also what he said after. Wait, it's also what he did after the draft. Ooh, refresh my memory. Are we talking about Malik? Please refresh my memory. Here we go. Emac, please change your name. I'll bring you on. I can't do that. I appreciate that, but yeah, I can't do that. So if you have a chance to actually get Drake May, you're not gonna get him. Damn, Joseph, that's a good question. Okay, you guys got me now. I really hate this thing. If you're gonna take the gamble, go all in. Go on. Can you guys hear me now? Let me know, chat, if you guys can hear me now. I know you guys on TikTok can. So, yes. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thanks, Sully. Wait. There you go, Emac. Thank you. I'll bring you on in a sec. I think Joseph. I think I would take that chance. I think I would, because if we're gonna make the offer, right, and going off of your scenario, if we make that offer to get Drake May, yes, I would take him. But if you say no, I'm not going to drop any further down. Although, again, like I said, I like equity. I like having draft picks. But how do you pass up Malik? How do you pass him up? So yeah, I'm okay with that. So let me go to the other. Oh wow, Ant, you said you love the Tracy signing. Okay, all right. Where did your guy go? I forgot. Did he go to the Rams or something? I think, I'm not sure. We picked up O-line. In free agent, I don't think we picked up an O. Oh, wait. So you're a Giants fan, right? The signings. We made move after the draft as well. Oh, Sneakyg. You know what? I need to do some homework. I'm not too familiar with who we signed after the drafts. Oh, like the UFAs. Yeah, I don't know who we picked up as far as undrafted free agents. I need to check that out. Thank you for reminding me for that. Tim Cox said, so I think we did okay with the limited picks we have. Facts. It was Drake May or nothing. Wish we could have gotten Penix later round, but oh well. Again, I hear you. And I feel you on that. For some reason, I thought Penix was going to be available in the second round. I don't know why. I thought he was going to be available in the second round or in the late first round for a possible trade up. However, I don't remember what pick we were in the second round. I don't think he would have been there for us regardless. Granted, the Falcons got him. So not signing, but the drafting. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Let's see. You can when you need weapons. Okay. I was hoping to grab Joe Alt. I was hearing something about the Giants were trying to. It was Alt that they were trying to get, not Drake May. I really didn't hear too much of that. How that whole thing played out or what the analysts were talking about. I heard it like at work, and then when I realized they were talking about the Giants, they already went on to the next segment. So I'm a little confused about that. Tim, you can't pass on Malik. These fans or analysts drag us either way. If we passed on Malik, it would have been crazy. I agree. And I know I'm sounding very contradictory. I know I am, because I'm sitting here, I would rather have equity than, I would have drafted down, blah, blah, blah. But I'm happy with Neighbors. I am happy with the pick with Malik. He is a weapon. And when you think about it, I'm just a guy with a podcast. I can say things like that with no what do you call it? With no action taken against me whatsoever. But no, I'm happy with the pick. I like I said, Adunze was my guy, either Adunze or Malik. I was happy with either or. I think I sent them to you on IG. I'll check it out. Thank you. You gave me a little cheat sheet. I appreciate that. Oh, and then you came back and said, I sent them. Okay, perfect. I will check it out. Sully, yes, I'm a Giants fan. I was alluding to the fact we picked up O-line after the draft. Oh, okay. Now, I will say this. Now, I haven't looked, but I think it's safe to assume that these, our undrafted free agents are going to, of course, they're going to work out and see how they. I really root for those guys. I heard, and I don't know how true this is. Okay, the first 2 rounds, you're on the team. You made the team basically. Okay, 3, round 3, whatever. Anything after that, anything goes. So, and it doesn't matter if, and I wonder, the value of a 4th rounder, okay, to undrafted free agent, because Brady is very quick to say, and by Brady, yes, I mean former Michigan Wolverine quarterback Tom Brady. Doesn't matter where you picked, just get on the team. Simple as that. So I wonder, because Brady was what, a 6th rounder, I think. I wonder, what if there's a difference between someone who's drafted and someone who's, picked up as an unrestricted free agent. I know back in the day they had many rounds in the draft, and then they changed it and went to that unrestricted free agent. Okay. Sully, yeah, Atlanta mucked that up. Yes, they did. But we needed depth on O-line, and I think one of those guys will start at guard. I hope so. Emac, are you there? Are you there, Emac?
Sneaky, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing today?
Good. I'm just finishing up with work, but hang on. Can you invite somebody else to the show real quick? I'm gonna go ahead and finish.
Okay. All right, man. I'll bring you back on here in a sec.
All right, I'll be back.
All right, cool. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link out again. If anybody wants on, please jump on. And if you guys are watching this for the first time, right, either on YouTube or TikTok, please go to my my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, Sneakyg. And oh hell yeah, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you may know him as the Aussie Giant, but I know him as the Thunder from Down Under. That still doesn't sound right every time I say it. I just don't care. Elliot, what's going on, man?
How are you, mate?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing real well. Just like what is it? Just like a good neighbors. State Farm is there, something like that. We got our neighbor. We got good neighbors going around now.
Right. Oh man, yeah. It's only a matter of time. I bet you State Farm is working on that contract as we speak. So, what would you grade the New York? No, not the New York Football Giants. Hold on. What would you grade Joe Shane for this year's draft?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd go 8 out of 10.
Well, before you say that, do you want me to remind you who we got? I mean, do you know who we got?
No, it was so Malik in the first, Tyler Newman in the second, Drew Phillips in the third, Theo in the fourth. Was it Tyrone? Is that his name? Tyrone Tracy in the fifth.
Yeah, Tyrone Tracy.
And then
Muasaka.
Yeah, I forgot the last one, but the first 5 is I was happy with. I can't remember the last bloke, but yeah, 8 out of 10. I was really, really pleased with it. I'm glad we did not reach for JJ. I'm glad we did not reach for that.
Not only JJ, but I'm glad that I'm sounding very I'm contradicting myself right now because I'm glad we got Malik. Okay.
Oh, 100%.
But earlier in the show, I made a comment. I said that, I would like equity. The fact that we only had, 6 drafts, six picks in this draft, I think limit us to who we were going to select. But I think with what we got for, with the 6 that we had, Shane, he worked his magic. He cooked.
And I love the safety in the second round. We've got a great history of taking safeties in the second round. You had Landon Collins back in the day. You had X-Man. Now you got Newman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the value in the second round taking a safety is
Newman,
awesome.
Newman, he'll put his shoulder down.
He's ball hawk too.
Yes.
He reads it so well.
He does. Yes, that's one of his top scouting report on him. He can see the play develop, and he can react to it. So Tanya said we signed LSU edge rusher. I cannot pronounce. God forgive me. Ovi Ogunfiofa. Okay. Wide receiver, Asante from Wyoming. Defensive tackle from Oregon, Casey Rogers, and UCLA defensive back, Alex Johnson. I got some homework to do. I have no idea who these players are.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm going to be digging in the lab. And, let me bring up Danny. Now, Danny, did the Knicks win?
No.
Okay. We're going to move on. Then we're going to move on then. Danny, you came on at a perfect time.
What's up, boys? How you doing, Elliot?
How are you, Danny?
What's up,
brother?
I
don't Elliot, aka Thunder from Down Under. So I asked Elliot, and don't answer it yet, Danny. I'll bring you here in a sec.
Okay.
Elliot, what grade would you give
Joe Shane in this year's draft?
I'd go 8. 8
You
out
give
of
me
10.
an A?
Yep.
Not an A+, not an A-, just an A. I just want to clarify. That's all. Okay, Danny, your turn. What would you give Joe in this draft?
I'll say the same thing. A solid A.
A solid A?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go A as well.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Damn it. I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna say A+. And not because I'm trying to suck up or anything. It's the fact that we had a damn good draft with limited resources.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
And that's kind of why I'm going to say A+. Tanya, what do you think? Sully, what do you think? What grade any Giant fan that's on the chat right now, either on the show or on TikTok, what grade would you give Joe Shane on this draft? I'm really curious.
Yo, I don't know if you brought it up yet. I'm really having good feelings about Tyler Nubin.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was just mentioning that. I said with
I have
the
a
last
good
couple
feeling
of
about that kid.
safeties.
Yeah,
Last couple of safeties we've taken in the second round have turned out pretty well. And Nubin's a ball hawk too.
Yeah, man. I saw videos, the highlights of him, man. He looks good.
And you know, I think that's why Shane did not want to re-sign McKinney.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But
I mean, it's best. It's best.
It's crazy.
Well, it's all positional value as well. You know, what can you take?
Yeah.
You got a salary cap. You got to be able to allocate it to, you know, more positions that are of more value. If you can get a decent safety and have them on the books for what, $3 million over 4 years compared to signing McKinney for 60 odd mil. I mean, it's just dollar cost analysis. That's how it all works. It's business.
But do you think like if Joe Shane is still the GM by the time Nubin's a free agent, you think we'll see the same thing again? He's not going to re-sign him?
Well, potentially.
It's going to be
that's how it's
over
all worked. The last couple of safeties we've had, once they've got to the end of the deal, it's just been let them go out the door because they've demanded 15, 16 plus mil, and you just can't. You can't have a safety take up that much money. It's like, look, it is an important position, but would you rather pay a safety 16 plus mil and have these okay edge rushers, or overpay for an edge rusher and have these decent safeties? Because if the pass rush is doing its job, it's going to make the safeties look better because the ball's going to have to come out earlier than what it is.
And a lot of people are saying we're overpaid for Burns, but I think Burns is going to pay out for us.
I think Burns great signing. I was happy with that.
Burns, and then with Thibodeau, I mean, come on. And then we re-signed Simmons too. Let's not forget about that.
Yes.
So Tanya said we didn't give up our firstborn for a quarterback because we're paying a bench warmer million. So A for me.
Can we just quickly talk about? Look, it's almost been a week since the draft. I do not understand why.
Let's do this. Okay, and then I'm sorry. Sully said I give him an A. Would be an A+ if we had gotten Joe Alt. He wanted Joe Alt really bad, and a quarterback in the later rounds. But as it plays out, we wouldn't have gotten either. Okay. So go ahead. You said, can we talk about? You said it's been a week. Go ahead.
I still don't like. I understand it, but I still don't understand it. The whole Penix to Atlanta. Like I'm not bagging Penix. I think Michael Penix is going to be an excellent player. I really like him as a quarterback. He's definitely a top 10 pick. But
that was a reach, bro. That was a reach.
I don't reckon it was a reach. I really like Penix. I watched a lot of Washington last season in college, and I thought he is incredible. I reckon he's a really good player.
The only reason why I will push back with you, Elliot, of saying Penix is not at minimum a top 10, although he is, no matter what we say, he is a top 10 pick. It's for me. It's the performance against Michigan in the national championship game. I think there were some areas that he was lacking. Okay. Now, granted, he won the Pac-12. He won his bowl game to get in the national championship. And I think it's a knock on, and I am a Pac-12 guy. Okay. I'm a Pac-12 and a Big Ten. I am a Wildcat fan as well. I think it's a knock on Pac-12 quarterbacks that aren't successful in the NFL. I mean, look at Mariota. Although Nick Foles, Super Bowl champ. I mean, let's go and give it to him. And I don't know if many people remember Jake Plummer. He did well, with the Cardinals, and
Matt Leinart didn't do so well.
Matt, and Leinart, and I would love to have him on the show. And although his content's hilarious on TikTok, Matt Leinart didn't really pan out to. But you know what? And it also depends on the system too, because he got replaced by Kurt Warner, unfortunately.
Same thing with Mark Sanchez, maybe.
Oh, Mark Sanchez, yeah.
Carson Palmer was all right as well.
Yeah. Carson Palmer, yeah, he was good.
Carson Palmer, yeah, he had a good career. I mean, he didn't win a championship, but overall, he had a lengthy.
He was a solid player.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the only reason why I'm kind of like I'm not bashing Penix. I'm just saying there was just some inaccuracies that I saw in the national championship game.
But you give a bloke 180 mil, and then.
If you were the GM of the Atlanta Falcons, what would be your reasoning to draft Penix?
I wouldn't have drafted Penix.
Yeah, I mean, I know that, me either, but me and Elliot trying to find the reasoning behind it.
I understand the whole succession planning. You got a bloke who's 36, he's had a torn Achilles and all that, but don't sign him then. Go out and get someone like Sam Darnold.
They should have waited then. They should have just waited.
Yeah. Go sign someone else and have that bridge in place, and then don't give someone 180 mil when you could have used all that to build an awesome team around a QB on a rookie deal. Now the whole rookie deal is going to get wasted. That
is so so true.
Baffling.
Because if you look at the teams of now that are being successful, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Seahawks with Russell Wilson when he first got there, Brock Purdy, Josh Allen. These teams are making these deep runs in the playoffs, if not winning Super Bowls, before they have to pay their quarterback. And the fact that they put this handicap on the Minnesota Vikings on their salary cap. And I mean, you're paying a quarterback $180 million, 90 of it's already gone. And then you're paying another top 10 rookie quarterback for 4, maybe 5 years. And you're already telling the quarterback that you signed that you courted to get to, right? He could have went somewhere else, made the same amount of money. If not, I doubt more, because he probably would have went there with more. And no telling what they promised Kirk Cousins. No telling.
I think what I'm thinking what the Atlanta Falcons are doing is they're hoping, maybe if Kirk Cousins is winning them games, they get a playoff game win under the belt, maybe possibly a Super Bowl win, maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the second year, I think they want a team to come calling who's desperate, whose quarterback is not working up to par or is injured. They'll give the Atlanta Falcons a call and be like, listen, what you want for Penix? And they probably want a king's ransom for him.
They're not going to trade the future.
But if Kirk Cousins winning them games and stuff like that.
But then on the flip side, if they start 0-4, everyone's going to be calling for Penix, and you've just wasted. It's just so.
Yeah, they're wasting the rookie deal. I get what you're saying. Yeah, they're already wasting.
And then what about if we get the training camp and Drake London and Bijan, they're all going, and Kyle Pitts, they're going, ooh, Penix is throwing a really nice ball. Oh, Penix has got a great deep ball. Oh, why is Kirk not throwing it's just from the get-go. It's not like Kansas City when they had Alex Smith and went to Pat. Alex Smith was there for 4 years. Green Bay with Jordan Love, even that was questionable. That's worked out all right. But Rodgers had been there for ages, and they it just so many places when you look at it. Cousins has got one playoff win too. It's not like he's this legendary QB.
Yeah,
I mean he's legendary.
He's been finessing teams for years. Finessing.
Yeah. He has got the same amount of playoff wins as Daniel Jones.
You got right.
And he lost to Daniel Jones in the playoffs.
One of them was out there too. Let's just say
that speaks volumes.
Let's just say that people, they make the phone call. They want to know what they can get for Penix. But then Minnesota persuades them to ask questions about Kurt. There's a no trade clause. There was a no trade clause.
Well, with the Kirk Cousins or
Kirk Cousins, yes.
Oh,
so
okay.
now this is the deal that they got with Kirk Cousins. They got Kirk Cousins signed a 4-year, $180 million contract with the Atlanta Falcons, including a $50 million signing bonus, $100 million guaranteed, with an average salary of $45 million in 2024. Kirk Cousins will earn a base salary of 12.5 and a signing bonus of 50 million, and will carry, this is the part that we need to remember this, and will carry a $25 million and cap hit of a $25 million and dead money of $90 million. Dead money.
Kirk Cousins' agent is the real MVP.
Right? Only thing Kirk Cousins' agent could have done was put Mia cause in there. Where he'd be getting $1 million.
Have you heard of the conspiracy theory going around? The reason why Atlanta did this is to make everyone talk about this, about what's happening in the draft, and try and get everyone to forget about the fact that they blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl.
Nobody will.
Right.
Look, this will be number 2. The 28-3, and then this.
Yeah, they're trying to use it as a way to get people to forget about it.
It's crazy.
And you know, sadly, Matt Ryan has never been the same since.
The whole franchise, Atlanta, the franchise has not been the same
since Michael Vick. I would say.
Well, Matt Ryan took him to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but then so I want to talk about real quick. I want to get back on the Giants because Tanya brought. Okay, first Scully said this D is looking nasty.
Pause,
yo. No Diddy. No Diddy.
Listen, yeah, no Diddy. And then Tanya says, listen, Burns, Tibbs, Simmons, McFadden, Bobby O, Dex, our defense is about to be mean.
Preach, Tanya.
Yes, you're forgetting also Banks.
Banks and Newbin now. Tyler Newbin.
Newbin.
Whew.
Oh, let me go ahead and I think EMAC wants the link. Sorry about that, EMAC. Here we go. Now that I see it, hold on, let me put it up there again.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I actually see it for the first time, it's right there. The way our defense is looking right now, I give it 2 years with this coordinator, and it's going to be sick.
I reckon it could be sick from the get-go.
I believe we're going to do good this first year. Okay, I do, but a defense of strategies and scenarios.
It'll be top 5 though. I'll say that.
Why not?
I'll be top 5. Let's say now.
There's a name on that everyone's forgetting about, and I really, really hope he has a breakout year because he's got so much potential, but he's always been injured, and he's I think it's a contract year for him. Azeez Ojulari in that rotation, when it's 3rd and long, if you've got Tibbs, Burns, Dex, Ojulari, the 4 of them,
man,
who do you everyone's going to be 1-on-1, but everyone's going to get beat because
that's a quarterback nightmare. Yep.
Azeez, when healthy, is actually good. He's got a great sack per game ratio,
I see you,
but he's just always injured.
He can't stay on the field, never.
But I hope he can, because if he can, that pass rush is just going to be insane.
So first off, Armando, what's up, man? Good seeing you. We need a quarterback. Yeah, we do. And he says this team will go nowhere with Daniel Jones throwing the ball.
I think we could still get back to the playoffs if he can just get back to that 2022 form where he didn't he got spectacular, but he just took care of the foot. If he just takes care of the football, and just kind of plays like a point guard,
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right.
I just have to face facts because, Sneaky knows I haven't been a DJ supporter at all. But I just have to, like, at the draft, I was like, it just sunk in. I'm like, listen, they're all in on him.
Got you, Tony.
Yeah.
I gotta.
You know what?
It is what it is. As soon as they
This
drafted
is-
that receiver, I was like, okay, they're all in on him. But he
This is
has
his
no
last year.
excuses. He has no
I
excuses
reckon
now.
this is his last year, to be honest. No
Yeah.
matter what happens this year, I think he's going to. I mean, unless they win the Super Bowl or he takes them to the Super Bowl, which I do not see happening because I'm personally not the biggest fan of him either. But hey, whoever wears that Giants uniform, I'm going to support.
So Tanya says, I told you 2024, we manifest big things, good picks. Mentioning DJ, so we don't get stuck with dead money.
Drew Lock.
Drew Lock. Hey. Like I said in the beginning of the show, DJ's our guy. He's our guy under center.
You have to face facts. It is what it is. Yep.
It is what it is. Like it, love it. It don't matter. It don't matter what we say. It don't matter how much we preach. It don't matter how much we dislike it or we want to change.
He's the guy for now, so he's got to, yeah.
He's our guy. And if you ask me, do I want to change? Do I want a changing of the guard? You know what? I'm going to be upfront and I'm going to be honest and I'm going to say no. And here's why I say no. We're paying him. I don't want to be stuck in another situation like we did with Joey Galloway, where all he did was ride the bench. And then, when you get a touchdown pass, like Joey Galloway got his first touchdown
Kenny Galloway
the season at garbage time, and it was a standing ovation.
Yeah.
I don't want that for Jones. Do I like it? No. Do I want Drew Luck to start? Like I said, we're paying Jones all that freaking money. We're stuck with him this year. So,
right.
And let's
we can get out of it.
Let's be fair to Jones. When it was his contract year, he balled out.
Yeah, he balled out.
So
I'm hoping he does the same thing this year.
Maybe he needs that pressure to do good this season. So
I'm hoping he plays well, because if he plays well, I think the team will be fine.
So Tanya says, like hell, he's our guy on the bench. He gets hurt Sneaky, and that's going to be ugly for the Cap crew. I think that guy was right last week who said it's not worth.
Yeah, Drew's mentioning that.
Risk it.
Yeah.
We paid him $35 million. Don't be hurt. Facts. I agree. You're being fair.
Yeah.
I'd rather. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he's on the AFC this year.
He's on the other side of
But I tell you what, look, Tyrod was great, and I really actually like Tyrod as a player, but he was always injured too.
Yeah, and that's
you
why
look at everywhere he's been, he's always been injured.
Yeah, that's true. The only place I would tell him that I give him a pass on is San Diego, when that doctor punctured his lung.
Oh yeah, that was
bad. Yeah,
I remember that.
Tanya also says, think about it though. Is it worth to eat that much money if he gets a season-ending injury and cannot pass the physical in 2025? I'm not worried about 2020. Tanya, I'm gonna be honest. I'm worried about this year. I'm not, as quickly as we went from a playoff team to a, what we win? 7 games last year?
6-11, yeah.
6-11. Mm-hmm.
See, that's how bad I want to forget about it. I forgot what our record was. I would, I'm just worried about 2024. And I think what I read that we have the 6th hardest schedule this season.
I didn't know that.
I briefly, matter of fact, I think I might have saved that as a snap.
I don't think I'll be coming back this year, guys. After what happened last year on my first game.
No, you're not bad. We won Arizona now.
Yeah.
In dominating fashion.
That was the highlight of it.
Wait, could you come again this year?
The only game I've been looking at is, and I'd book it last minute, depending on how we're going, would be against Seattle. in Washington
That'll
State.
be,
That is.
that'll be nice.
Okay.
That's a nice stadium.
So, okay, let me say something about that. Okay. That was the first time. That stadium was the first time I saw them play live.
Oh, wow.
And I want people to hear me and hear me now. That is the best experience I've ever had as a New York Giants fan, going to a visiting stadium. Elliot, you might see us there. If you go, let me know. We'll book our trip.
No, it'll be last minute because Seattle's a place I'd like to go to anyway because they've got some nice national parks and stuff. But it'd be it's only I think it's only like a 13-hour flight, so it'd be there, go for a couple of days, and just come home.
Danny, did you hear him? He said it's only a 13.
Only.
And it's like a 5-hour flight for me, and I'm stressing about that. I'm like, fuck, I'm not playing for 5
Mate,
hours.
when you're from Australia, anything under 15 hours is easy.
There's a point.
Oh, did you hear about a player? I don't remember where he got drafted to, but a rugby player got selected.
There was a few. The Bears took a punter, Tory Taylor, in the fourth round. He's from Melbourne. Got a big leg.
There was another.
There was a guy. Yeah, there was a tight end who played at Utah, who was an old rugby player. Yeah, I can't remember where he got what round he was drafted and who he got picked to, but yeah, I do remember seeing his name come up because there's a NFL Australia page that's like in partnership with the official NFL page on Instagram, and they always highlight anything that's going on with Aussies in the league.
There was a rugby player that got drafted. I can't remember what team it was. No NFL experience.
Really?
Philly.
Wow.
Philly's left tackle, Jordan Mailata.
Oh, he was rugby too. Yeah, right.
I got picked this draft pick.
Oh, this draft. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, no, Jordan Mailata in 2018 had never played a down of American football. He'd been playing rugby league in Australia, and they told him he was too big. And he actually played for my Australian team that I go for. Got drafted in the 7th round, and now he's signed 2 extensions, and he's probably one of the best left tackles in football.
Yeah. Oh.
He's incredible. He's the only Philly player I like because he's Aussie.
Armando said, "Do not go to Philly." You know, it's funny you say that. They have some disrespect.
Oh, yeah.
Amen, brother. They sure.
They love eating horse poop.
So let me tell you, my ticket rep. I'm quoting him right now. He said, "Don't waste your money." When I mentioned about because I want to go to Philly,
I'm going to Philly.
He said, "Don't waste your money." He did say that there are the most disrespecting fans out there. And then Sully said, "Danny, don't say nothing. If you know what I'm about to say, don't say anything." I really hope we play Carolina in Carolina. I just moved back to South Carolina and would love to go to another game. Been to 2, and they are both against the Donkeys. And then Tanya says, "I'm hoping the game is in Carolina. I hope the game in Carolina is at Carolina. If so, looking at tickets." Okay.
I think that game against Carolina could be in Germany because the Panthers have taken a game there, and the Giants are they have market affiliation with Germany now. So I have a feeling Giants and
they should go to Australia, man. They should go to Australia, bro.
That's too far away.
Bro, I wish. I fucking wish.
So yes, there is some truth to the Carolina game being an away game to the Giants in Germany. However, it hasn't
jump on that if that happens.
It hasn't been confirmed.
Yeah. No, it hasn't been confirmed. It is potential.
Yeah.
There may be.
Seattle are also German affiliated because they've allocated teams across the world and who gets marketing rights and whatever. And Seattle and New York have the marketing rights in Germany, and Seattle play an away game against Carolina as well.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because Tanya said, "Not at all. I'm not flying to Germany. Send someone else." And then she said,
"I'll fly there. It's only 24 hours.
It better not. We're manifesting North Carolina." Yes, okay, we will manifest that. We will manifest that. That's the rumor I heard, but was hoping it wasn't true. Yeah. Well,
I'm in the minority here. I'm hoping it is true.
Now, I was stationed in the military. I was stationed in Germany. Now, granted, that was like 20 some years ago. I'm pretty sure that it might be the same, it might be different, but I wouldn't mind going back. I probably won't though. That's a 9-hour flight from New York, Danny. Just so you know. Well, you know,
4-hour flight from
Yeah.
I'd have to get one of those rooms, like one of those cabins they got in there. I can't be in those seats for 9 hours. No. Emac, what's going on, man?
What's up, Sneaky? Sorry for the wait.
No, don't be sorry. We're good. We're good. You're here now. That's all that matters.
I got some.
You're a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
What's up?
I was about to say
I
was about to say I passed my knowledge test yesterday.
Congratulations.
My written, so I can get my driver's license.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, wait. You were saying about Seattle?
Yeah, the Giants might be going to Seattle in the regular season.
Is it this year?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes,
I can. If you're, can you even?
I hear you.
Hang on, my shit's cutting out.
In and out. In and out.
Sneak, I'm gonna have to jump off when I get back to work.
All right, Elliot, I appreciate you, man.
Later, Elliot, brother.
Thanks for stopping by as always. Let me hear one time.
Mate, always love coming on, and let's go Giants.
Appreciate you, brother. Be good. Ladies and gentlemen, Thunder.
All right. I'm outside.
Hold on, one second. Hey, Danny, you know I'm strong in my masculinity if I have no problem saying that.
That's true. But you have to, though. You have to. It's only right.
Yeah. Hey, it's facts. Thunder from down under. That's what it is.
Yep.
Emac, what you got for us, man?
Are you going to be at the Seahawks Giants game?
I mean, there's a good possibility. I mean, I got to see what the schedule. I can't.
Imagine if I see you in person.
That would be awesome.
Yep, seeing you and Aunt Danny and everybody else.
Danny, would you come out there? That's like a 6-hour flight.
Yeah, about a 6-hour, 7-hour flight. Yeah.
Yep.
What week is it?
Oh, the schedule doesn't come out till May.
I don't think it's out yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe later in the season. Then maybe I'll hang on.
Hold on. Let me see when.
All right.
The schedule's coming out. Does anybody know in the chat when the schedule's coming out? I know it's sometime in May. So while I'm looking this up, Danny, what's the series with the Knicks now?
It's right now 3-2.
Knicks, though, right?
Yeah, we're still up by 1 point. One game, yeah. I wanted to finish him off tonight, man. That kid, Maxey, bro, he's a beast. He's a beast.
Okay.
Thursday, May.
I'm finally back in my house.
Got it? Oh.
Tanya said Bronson was getting beat up all night.
Yeah. He made some little bit of some turnovers that shouldn't have been, done. But it is
backstage.
Hold on a sec. Amanda, you want to come on? Or let me put I got the link out there.
Because I think me, him, and you're going to have a conversation about something. OJ, Danny, you can say if you want.
What's up?
It's about OJ No Sports.
What did I miss something? What happened?
You know how he made. I don't know if you saw his TikTok video. He tagged you and Ant, and he said he made like a game NFL post or whatever it said. If you guess any of these things right, then you're out. And then he guessed all the Giants.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I told them to do me a favor, leave you and Anna alone. And I mean, I was being dead serious.
Emac, I appreciate the love, fam, but it's all good.
I'll always stand with you guys, and you call me a 13-year-old. So
Yeah, you don't. I appreciate you defending my honor, but you don't have to, bro.
I can literally send the text messages too, the screenshots of what he sent to me.
Yeah, no, it's
one thing I was really pissed off about was him calling me a 13-year-old when I'm not 13.
How old are you?
23.
You're 23?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, bro.
18.
And he said he refuses to do the outro. So
yeah, and that's why he doesn't come on the show.
Yeah.
No, and that's fair though. I respect that. If you don't want to,
I,
because
I,
I'm gonna say this right now. I am in the works of because I want to bring on more athletes. Okay, I want to bring on more athletes from other teams. Okay, and it's going to be hard for me to convince, let's say, a Dallas Cowboy or a Philadelphia Eagle, if that happens,
area
for the outro, right? So I want to create an environment where okay, you don't have to say it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good tradition that we started here.
You were cutting out a little bit.
Oh, was I cutting out?
You were buffering.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just Wi-Fi. But at the same time, like I said, I'm trying to come up with something to where I could bring other athletes on from other teams where they don't have to worry about it. And I respect the fact that like for example, for OJ No Sports, first off, he's my guy. We're friends,
I don't know. I had him like a while.
And that's why, that's right. When I saw when you came up on the backstage, I'm like, no, you need to change that. And because, and I give you that same respect. If someone were talking about you, I'd be like, okay, we need to talk about something else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, with Danny, same thing. Let's talk about something else. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, people talk shit about Ant. I'm like, ooh, I'm telling Ant. I'm telling Ant right now. He's gonna know, and you better stay right where you're at too. So no, but seriously, I respect the fact that OJ Sports respects me enough, and he respects this show enough,
and
he would rather not come on.
He told me that you and him talk on the phone more than I do, but I've been your show more recently than he does.
He's not lying. I do talk to him a lot on the phone,
but I've been on the show more than he does recently.
And that's fine. I tell you what though, I don't grade friendships on who I talk on the phone most, or who comes on my show the most. I judge friendships on character of an individual, and I believe that you and OJ are very awesome people, and I respect you both, and I consider you both friends. Same way I consider Danny and Tanya, Sully, everybody that joins the show, because I appreciate the time that you're taking out of your day to come in my office to talk football.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry if I keep discussing this, but we can move
No. I mean, you know what though? No, don't be sorry.
I'll probably text him, apologize of things I said, but I was more pissed off about him calling me a 13-year-old when I'm not.
And Armando, I appreciate it.
I doubt he's watching the video too. So
he says, Armando says, Stefan, Sneaky G, you're a great friend and you keep it real, brother. I appreciate you. And I don't know why it's not showing the link on Facebook. Because what I'm seeing here, it's showing the link on Facebook. I don't know why you're not seeing it.
On Twitch, I think you have to copy and paste it. It's not like you can't click on it.
Yeah, I don't know why. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, it's not showing.
Because I had to copy and paste it.
Oh, did you on Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay, Armand, if you go to my YouTube channel, see if you know what I'm seeing, because it's not showing on my, because I have my own Facebook page. It's not showing on my Facebook page. I don't know why. But I have it linked. But if you go to the Sneaky G-Man page on Facebook, you should see the link there. And if you can't see the link there, go to my YouTube channel, either Sneaky G-Man or Make It Count. And I don't know why it's not showing it on Twitter either. That's crazy. That is crazy. Danny, I appreciate you doing that extra step, man. I try and make it easy for people.
Listen, bro, I got to come on.
I appreciate you for, I guess I'll cut and paste this on my URL. This motherfucker.
It's the least I could do, you know what I'm saying?
The least I could do, So, Emac, where do you live in Seattle? Where do you live at?
I live in Mason County, which is the other side of the water.
Where Bremerton?
No, Union. It's like past, way past.
Union?
Yeah.
It's not by Yakima though, right?
No. It's like I live nearby the Hood Canal.
Hold on, let me go to the maps. Okay, because I lived in Everett. I don't know if that makes any sense.
I actually used to live in Bremerton too, so.
Bremerton? Okay.
I used to.
Yeah, I mean, Danny, would you go out to Seattle?
I'll take it into consideration. Why not?
Okay, all right, that's fair.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, Danny. When the schedule come out, we'll talk offline.
We'll try to set it up. Yeah.
We'll try and set something up.
I have never done an away game before.
Well, Wes says,
Wes,
what are we talking about? I just got on. Well, we're about to get off. No, I'm kidding. So, Wes, I'm gonna give you a little quick recap. Okay. I dogged. Well, let me back up. The beginning of the show, I started with, before I get into the draft and before I get into the disappointment of the Giant fans of us not getting a quarterback, let me tell you who we should be thankful that we are not fans of. And I mentioned the Atlanta Falcons because they reached. I think they reached for Penix.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
The fact that Buffalo traded.
That was wild. That's another thing.
They traded with Kansas City.
I know Josh Allen was like, what WTF?
I think
I mean, can you I just can't. Anyway, so so I talked about those two teams and how thankful we're not fans of them. And then I got on the draft about Shane and Wes. I don't know if you can come on or not. But you can put in the chat. What grade do you give Joe Shane in this year's drafts? I'm curious on your thoughts. Listen, kick rocks. LOL. Getting a quarterback wasn't going to fix our offense issues. Facts. That is facts. Here we go. What's going on, Armando?
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
What's up, Armando?
I went to a preseason Giants game in Buffalo. Got sunburned.
Yo, but did you see how disappointed the neighbor's look was on his face? Like the way he went.
Yeah.
Like, did you see his face?
About that.
I didn't see he was disappointed.
Dude, it looked like he was just depressed.
I don't
think so?
Yo, he like when he came to when they draft players and they officially come to their team that they drafted, like to their facility. I guess they when he got out the bus, he was like with a pissed off face. I don't know if you've seen that.
Can we really blame the guy though?
I get it. I understand it.
He just got drafted. He's going to a team that is uncertain in the quarterback position right now. He wants the ball. He wants to show.
He's gonna be one of those I need the ball type of receivers.
Can really blame him for being upset that he just got drafted to the New York Giants. I mean,
he was supposed to be a Charger. He wanted to be a Charger.
I think if it was as far as us getting a quarterback at number 3, and then maybe
me and Tanya had this conversation too. Tanya knows.
So the reason I'm laughing, Tanya straight up said, I just think Louisiana is a shack compared to NY. Give him time. I think he's just nervous and young. Facts.
Detroit.
So he said, so there's a report that Neighbors and Jones met didn't really go well.
No.
So G-Man
And
Media.
you heard me call him Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he didn't even know his name.
He called him Daniel Jones.
Well, he said like Laniel or some Laniel or whatever.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Sneaky. Listen, I hope it works out. But I don't know, man.
I could care less how their first interaction goes, as long as they score touchdowns this year. As long as Hyatt gets a touchdown.
Let's get to training camp and see how they mesh together before we start.
That's gonna be the key.
Yes.
Yeah.
To communicate with each other.
Hey, Wes, do me a favor, man. For some reason, the link is not showing up on my initial Facebook channel. But if you were to go to the Sneakyg Facebook channel, it's on there. It shows up there, or you could go to my YouTube channel
to get it. I had to go through your YouTube page to get it.
Okay, there you go. You heard from Armando. Go to the YouTube channel and get it from there.
I was surprised Slayton didn't get traded.
Yeah, me too. And see, and then also in the show, I also talked about like the nuance of the draft, like what things we didn't see that we're not going to know about the draft, like what deals were made or what deals were offered that was turned down.
Yeah, I think if Slayton stays on the team, that's gonna cut down the reps on Hyatt.
Hey, Sneaky.
That's what I think.
Detroit Lions Super Bowl. I think they're going this year.
Detroit was so close last year.
I really believe this is going to be their time to shine, and for Slim Shady to be happy.
Did y'all? I'm not sure I like that intro to the draft. I'm not sure I like that intro to the draft. I know it wasn't Detroit. I know it's Eminem's big city, but I'm not sure I like that intro, man.
You don't like Eminem?
I like Eminem, but I don't think we need to emphasize him on a big billboard in Detroit, and emphasize him in the draft. Like it could have just been a regular, like play something from the Super Bowl or something, and you know what I'm saying, something like that. I don't feel like music characters are fitting in football, man. I really don't.
I don't think you ruined the game as bad as Taylor Swift, because Taylor Swift
look what she
ruined the end.
Killing the football.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Killing the football.
Let me let you go.
Yeah.
I want to bring on a Giants fan. We're gonna have a full Giants panel.
Emac, have a good night, buddy.
Have a good night.
Seeing you.
I appreciate you coming on.
Let's go Giants out.
Let me hear it one time, bro.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
Yeah. Oh, he took himself off the show. He took himself off the show.
Let's go Giants. Ow!
Emac, you're the star now. Oh, what's going on?
What happened? It's just
it was my show. You heard?
You know what?
What are you doing, bro?
I don't even know. You got to love a live show. What's up, Wes?
What's going on, man?
Yo,
not much. Long time no see. How you be?
I know I've been good, man. I've been working second shift. I can't.
Oh shit. Okay. Are you at work right now?
A split shift, so.
Okay. So Armando and Wes.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. I already asked Danny.
Mm-hmm.
I asked Elliot earlier today. I asked Tanya and Sully. Armando, since you were on first, what grade would you give Joe Shane today?
Oh, I don't know. I struggled between like a C+ and a B-.
Oh, I feel like until he really makes this team what he wants, I feel like we can't really give him a grade because he came in on this.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying a grade on this draft.
On this draft.
This draft alone.
I'd give him like a B-.
I would say like B-, B+, maybe somewhere like that.
Okay. Now, Wes, why would you say B-? What are your thoughts?
So Malik Nabers, right? Great receiver, probably top 2 in college. I think he had more yards than Harrison Jr., more touchdowns too, I think. but he's like a slot guy. Everybody's saying like he could play any position, outside, inside, whatever. But like we need the guy's 6 feet tall, right? Like, we got 13 slot receivers. Like I just think we could have went in a different direction. Maybe drop back and draft, took someone, I don't know, later in the round, not reach for him, or we should have took. Honestly, I thought we should have took a tackle.
Okay.
The DBs that he took, the safety, Newbin is a beast. But like when we got to the last pick, like that dude, I never even heard of that guy from UCLA. Not to say
neither have I. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't hear about him either.
And ironically, I will tell you this, Wes. A lot of the sports analysts will say that was ranked the lowest pick out of the 6.
I think he could have took another draft pick from next year, moved up, and got a running back in like 3rd or 4th.
You know what? I wanted them to trade up to get Troy Benson, the running back.
I wanted the running back from Notre Dame.
He got drafted. Yeah, I thought we was in the draft.
I think Broncos picked him up.
Who picked him up? I forgot.
Yeah. That dude was Brandon Jacobs 2.0 by far. But the running back that we got from Purdue is not a slouch either.
I forgot his name.
From wide receiver to running back. He's hard to get down. And
so can let me just throw something out. I want y'all opinion on it, okay? Can Malik Neighbors be almost exactly like Slayton? Can he be Slayton?
He could be better than Slayton.
Slayton was a go-getter. Slayton went and got the ball. Okay, he didn't.
I think he's better than Slayton, though.
Better?
To be fair, some of these people are comparing
to Jamar Chase.
No, to Odell.
I get the LSU connection, but NFL ESPN already comparing him to Jamar Chase.
I think
yes, Jamar Chase. Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Most of that comes from Odell being from LSU.
Yeah.
Us drafting Odell in the 1st round, and now we got Malik Neighbors in the 1st round, and he is also from LSU. So they're saying, is LSU a hockey school where this is going to continue to happen, or is this a curse of Giants with LSU?
No, I think
yeah.
Because look at Odell. He came in. He had a couple great seasons. A couple of great seasons where we was like, yo, who is this guy? Right? Everybody was like, oh,
are you talking about Beckham?
Mm-hmm.
Then he marries Annette at Giant Stadium. I mean,
I think you know what? Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. I believe that catch that he caught against Dallas, a game that everybody wants to remember, but let's remember we lost that game.
We lost that game, yeah.
I think that catch built Beckham. It was a gift and a curse at the same time.
You were so right.
Because of the fact, that 3-finger catch, and let's say it is the 2nd greatest catch of all time.
That was a beautiful catch.
In my opinion, the helmet catch was the greatest New York Giants football catch of all time. I don't know. It has a good ring to it. You know what I mean? It has a really good ring.
Which catches would you rank them like the best Giant catches of all time?
Oh man.
Well, actually, arguably, I mean, we okay. And
We got a few.
What about
I'm gonna say top 3. But we would have to list out catches because right off the bat, I could think of 2 of Amani Toomer's. The one that
nice, yeah.
Broncos in '98 in the back of it from Kent Graham. I mean, now that was a good catch, okay. But then I can also think of 2007 where Amani Toomer caught that button hook in the divisional round against the Dallas Cowboys and ran it in. That was a hell. Then we can also throw in the Beckham catch, but let's not forget the Mario Manningham catch.
I was saying the Eli to Manningham. Yep.
What about when Plexico Burress came back from shooting himself and he came back, right? He played in the Super Bowl, right? And he made that great quarter catch, right?
Well, actually, that happened before he shot.
That was before he got shot.
That was
He
before
shot himself in the foot. Yeah.
My bad.
He shot himself in that off season. I still think
we would have gone back to the Super Bowl, bro. We would have gone back to the Super Bowl.
easy.
You talking about Plexico Bob?
Happened to him though, bro? Like what?
Yeah. So Wes, what catches you think are up there?
I mean, I think it's the Mario Manningham, just the way he's placed his body for that catch in between two defenders. Like it wasn't like a lucky catch, it was a skilled catch.
Right. Okay.
Like I know it wasn't the helmet catch, but like if we don't get that catch,
season's basically over.
Mm-hmm.
It's over.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are you having problems with the mic, Wes?
You know, what upsets me the most about this team and organization is that we have so many times where it's coming down. And you know, I don't know if this is how you guys feel, but I have watched football for quite some time now, and I'm a big fan. I watch college football, I watch NFL. You know, I go as far as hockey to as far as sports. So I'm a big sports fan. When it comes down to this organization and this team, just the moves they make and the things that they do. Okay, I feel like this team is always coming down to a decision. It leaves you in suspense, which I guess is great if you want to be in suspense. But you got these teams who are coming out here, who year after year are not having struggling times where they're able to win games without having that. Oh my God, this is so close. I don't know what's going to happen. You got these teams who are coming out here. They're blowing out these other teams. Why is it year after year we have struggled with having the offense that we had when Eli Manning was there and Michael Strahan and Justin Tuck? Why don't we have that caliber of a team? Why is it taking so long for the New York Giants to be back at that caliber?
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Wes. What you got?
And that team, the offense we had, you know what I mean, in the 08 season, 2011, they were never an offense where other teams were scared of.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They were never a team where we're like, oh crap, need 30 points. You know what I mean? Like our defense kept us in the game.
You're right. And it's just like this year. Our defense kept
this year. Our defense is stacked, dude. I don't care what anybody says. I
was telling Sneaky he's gonna be top 5. Top 5 defense.
Second year.
Thibodeau has a breakout year this year.
Yep.
Oh, and if I have to say anything too, like about the quarterback situation, like, Drew Lock is not the guy you want to go get, but he's the guy you want on your bench ready to go. That kid's a gunslinger. One.
I'm ready to see him play.
Yeah. Did anybody watch him play Philly last year when Hurts?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I saw him when he played against us.
Bro, he lit us up.
Right. Well, I was just making an example. Even against Philly, like that kid just wants to throw the ball. Like that's what we want. We don't want somebody who's
that's the type of quarterback I want. Like that.
I know that's not gonna happen, but like I'd rather have him than DeVito.
Oh yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to defend myself earlier about this whole time. I know y'all were saying that Tyrod's always hurt. He constantly, you know, I prayed so many times for Tyrod Taylor to come into the game last year. Okay, I prayed so many times for Ty, and I was excited. That was my stardom right there. Tyrod Taylor coming into the game as quarterback or starting that game. I was so excited to watch that game. You know why? Because no matter how much that kid has went through, he still has the arm to throw the ball down the field. Okay,
extended plays too with his feet, you know.
Yes, and that too. Until he loses that power to throw the ball down the field and is no longer effective, I felt like we should have made some effort to keep him on this team. He almost won that Philadelphia game for us. If you remember, we were down by a lot. DeVito came in and everything. DeVito's done.
Well, and it was also being passing interference. Well, no, they didn't call the pass interference because they said Barkley went out of bounds.
Yes.
And
I remember that play. Yeah.
So let me ask, what do you guys feel like? Honestly, do you guys feel like better opportunity with DeVito on the field as a backup, or do you feel better up?
No, I think I prefer Drew Lock. Yeah.
Drew Lock. Okay.
Honestly, I think DeVito's a bum as far as quarterback stature. You know what I mean? Like stature. Not that I wouldn't say a bum, but like he didn't get was he undrafted free agent, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a guy they went out and sought for. Like it was a free guy, basically. They gave him like $300,000 or $900,000 for the year for the season or a 3-year contract.
And he was a hometown guy.
They probably saw a little Brock Purdy in him. You know what I mean? Like maybe we
thought they would, yeah.
So no. I'll say this. I wouldn't call DeVito a bum, okay? But I will say this about DeVito. He gave us 3 damn good weeks of Giants football.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he did.
Okay,
but he put excitement, and I'll say this: I saw him live against the Saints, and I could tell there was something off. I'll be honest, okay, because he didn't have that instinct that he did the first 3 games, especially against the Packers. That was a good game for him.
Well, when his first game, right? They didn't even let him throw the ball.
Against the Jets.
That was against the Jets. They would let him throw. Yeah,
I was like, is he going to throw the ball or not, or what? What's going to happen?
And I don't blame him. I blame.
What was the play calling?
Coaching on that because they just didn't prepare him. Okay, and let's be honest. I mean, he's the 3rd string quarter. He's the practice squad quarterback. He's not going to get the reps that Jones and Tyrod got. It was just a freak that Jones got hurt, but Tyrod got hurt, and DeVito. And I don't know if Jones was a late scratch. I don't know. So I don't know how that played out throughout the week.
Jones.
I do want to touch on one thing.
That next,
you had made a comment earlier about the Giants not having to be in a team that teams were afraid of us. Okay. Yeah. I wanted to say this, but I wanted everybody to talk at the same time. I'm going to give you a little pushback, and here's why. I believe in Eli's whole career with the Giants that the 2008 team was the best team Eli was ever on. And we remember we went 12-4. This was after the Super Bowl, after Plex shot himself. We still went 12-4. Okay. We had home field throughout, but then we lost to Philly in the divisional round. And I believe I think that was the team. I would argue and say that was the team that struck fear in opposing teams. But after that, no. I mean, we were 9-7 and 11. When we won that one.
What about the year we beat the Patriots when they were totally undefeated? What about that?
That was 2007. We were 10-6.
I mean, even with that record, we beat a team that nobody thought was going to be beat that year.
So I pulled up, as we were talking, the reference. I wanted to make sure I got this right. I knew the record of the 02 team. I'm sorry, the 08 team. The one I'm kind of, bumping my chest on, if you will. We were top 10 in offense and in defense. In 2007, we were ranked 14th offense in points. We were ranked 16th in yards. Defense, we were ranked 17th in points and 7th in yards. But in 08, we were ranked 3rd offense-wise. We were ranked 3rd in points, 7th in yards, and on defense, top 5 in both categories. So now, go ahead. Go ahead, Wes.
We've never had like good teams to where people like feared us. I mean, like we're never consistent, right?
No.
It was never
I
like
mean,
year after year. Like right now, Philly. You play Philly, you're like, man, we got a good chance of losing this game. You know what I mean? It was never like that. It was never like
from 07 to 2011. What's up?
I said it was never like with Kurt Warner and the Rams, and they just like dominated year after year, or like the Patriots. Like you weren't playing the Patriots, like you weren't playing the Giants and be like, oh man, like we got no chance of winning this. You know what I mean?
It was a running game though, bro. It was a running game.
It was. So I will say this: when Kelvin Gilbride left, so did Eli Manning's career.
Yeah.
Because when Brandon Jacobs and Ahmad Bradshaw, when they went,
was that it? Was that the two people that mattered in all that? Was Bradshaw and Jacobs? I mean, they were beasts. Don't get me wrong, beasts coming up the middle. But I mean, what about the receivers, man? If it wasn't,
well, no, the reason, and that's what I'm getting to, because Eli Manning was that play action quarterback. He played off the play action. And once we lost that threat, once we lost that running threat from Bradshaw and Jacobs, Eli's career took a turn. When McAdoo took over as offensive coordinator in 2015, they brought in a West Coast offense. New York Football Giants, we're not a West Coast team.
No.
That was the one downfall. And then when Coughlin left, the way he did, and then McAdoo took over. Granted,
he wanted to move on from Eli.
Well, apparently he did. And granted, McAdoo did lead us to the playoffs, the 1 year against the Packers. We got to give him that because that's what he earned.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I mean, it just wasn't right. And I believe Eli had maybe a year or two left before he left.
I agree too.
But everybody wanted Eli to go. And I kept saying, be careful what you wish for. Because I remember when Phil Simms left. And that transition from after him.
It was rough.
Kurt Collins got us to
Kerry Collins, yeah.
Kerry Collins got us to a Super Bowl.
Right? Against the Ravens.
Yo, I was legitimately, I swear to God to you guys, I kid you not, I was just about to ask you guys, do you guys remember Kerry Collins?
I do.
I didn't know if that was something that you guys, but that name has stuck in my head for Giants history. Like that name is stuck in my head. So I'm confused, man. I'm confused on why is it that we've had so many opportunities to build this team to where we can feel like we felt when Eli was playing, okay, his first couple of years, man, people were ready to give up on that guy. People were calling him a bum, man. People were calling him that he was
first year, yeah.
Okay, and then Eli came out of nowhere and shocked the shit out of Giants Nation. Okay, and look at the name he has paid himself into the Giants history. Okay, so that no way is it like it's just like one person belongs to that team. Like I feel like.
Well, Eli doesn't get those Super Bowls without his defense. You know what I mean? That's true. You know what I mean? We have the best defense, one of the best defenses ever in 08, in 2011. But
okay, and I'll even argue and say though our offense had to put those points up. More points than our opponents
in the game, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'll say this too, to your point. I mean, you're right. If it wasn't for McQuarters, Romo wouldn't throw that interception in the divisional round. If it wasn't for Webster, we probably wouldn't have got that interception, to get into the Super Bowl.
And don't get me wrong, Eli's my favorite Giant of all time.
Oh, of course. Oh no. Okay.
Everybody's stuck
over LT. He's my favorite Giant. Class act. Never had an issue on the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the epitome of a New York Giant. You know what I mean?
I feel like the reason why we say that is
and also Eli didn't leave us and go to Philly.
Right.
Right.
True.
I don't feel like that's a low.
He had to get that money, bro. I don't blame him.
That's a low.
He wasn't going to get it here.
want to pay him, man. They paid too much money to Daniel Jones, who after they gave him that money was hurt on the sideline, bro.
Can we talk about this?
The Saquon.
Where does Philly get all this money, dude?
They let go people, bro.
No. You see the way they drafted, right? They drafted smart. Like I don't know how he does it, bro. But that GM over there, bro, when it comes to the draft,
he got people.
Man,
he's a good GM. He's a good GM
right now. Legitimately breaking down another team and feeling like their drafts are great. Right?
I'll say this:
So
they get equity picks, okay, by trading off their players, however they do it. And if I'm not mistaken, weren't they penalized for colluding with Saquon?
But what happened to that draft pick, though?
Didn't they lose like a draft pick? But I don't know if it was this year, next year.
I don't know.
I mean, look, and we got to understand, and I'm gonna defend Shane on this too. The reason why Shane is not like Howie, okay, is because his first year we were so cap strapped.
Yes, we had to
because of the previous regime.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Shane's trying to build something, right? Howie's trying to win right now.
Yo, who was that?
You know what I mean?
That went to the we let him go. He went to the Browns. Who was he?
They're under investigation. Oh, okay. So they're still under investigation for it. Okay. So it probably won't affect them until next year's draft.
Sneaky.
So guys, I hate to cut this off, Wes. I'll get you in a second, but I do got to end the show. Because we're almost at that 2-hour mark.
Yeah.
Wes, what do you got to say? What's your last thought? Go ahead.
Is not taking a quarterback.
That's.
Say what now?
How did you feel about the draft not taking a quarterback?
Well upset.
Well, you know what? How I feel about that, I'll tell you. From what we know that was reported, they made an attempt. It didn't work. It fell through. So they took their next best player. No matter who we would have gotten in this draft, Jones would have been the quarterback under center.
100%.
Yeah, and supposedly they were in on JJ McCarthy, but not at 6.
Right.
It would
not at 6.
Did you hear?
If you're asking me how do I feel not drafting a quarterback with this draft class, I'm okay.
No, but I mean, like, was that what you wanted?
No.
So okay, what I wanted. All right, I'm gonna tell you what I wanted. In previous shows, I had mentioned how I wanted a wide receiver at 6. Okay, a Dunze. Okay, because I like he's a wide receiver, and we can also use him as a kickoff returner. And then maybe trade back in the second round because I'm thinking Penix, maybe McCarthy was going to be available.
Yeah,
and they weren't.
I didn't even think about Bo Nix. I completely forgot about Bo Nix.
Yeah.
And at the least, that quarterback from Florida State that got injured at the end of the year.
He's on the Jets.
He went to the Jets?
Yeah.
So that was kind of my play on the whole thing. So
I wanted no parts of Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, I didn't want Rattler. Nope.
I didn't want no parts.
But I'll say this. If you're asking me how I feel about this draft, earlier I said I'm giving Joe Shane an A+. And the reason why I'm giving him an A+, not because I'm trying to suck up, is because he did the best he could with limited resources. And for that, my hat's off to him.
What, Sneaky? One more question, bro.
Okay, what's up?
Would you have that 6th round?
Say what?
Would you have changed that 6th round pick and took somebody else though?
No, I would have went receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have went. Like I said, I mean, I would have went receiver.
You know what surprises me, and nobody's mentioning Penix. All this. Nobody mentioned that guy was supposed to go in the second. He was projected in the second round.
That's what I'm saying. I thought JJ and Penix would be available in the second round. If that was the case, we wouldn't have taken this. I don't know.
I thought Minnesota was taking him.
Taking the safety.
Yeah.
Minnesota
did end up taking JJ McCarthy, but Penix was sought out by a lot of teams.
Yeah.
I thought he was second round around the Giants.
For
pick.
sure.
But I do got to cut it.
Yeah, man.
All right,
do I want to do this? Wes, man, it's good. It's good to see you, brother. Hope I see you at the training camp. Let me hear it one time, brother.
Out. Danny, be easy, man.
Yeah, man. You have a good one. I appreciate you.
All right.
Armando, man, I appreciate you. Let me hear the outro one time, brother.
You already know, man. Let's go, Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you, man. Manny, great show, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Always, bro. Always, bro. Knicks fans will come back. We'll come back from Knicks fans. Come on, don't cry. Come on, we'll come back. Nuggets, I know you guys gonna go far.
I'm just thankful that you cut and paste for me. I can't.
Absolutely, I'll go above and beyond for you, brother. You know that.
Hey, man, you have a good night, man. Let me hear one time.
All right, brother. Good night. Let's go, Giants. Ow. Good night.
I appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Be good. Hey, guys, great show tonight. Tanya, as always, thank you so much for being in the chat. Sully, thank you. Who else is in the chat all night? Robert, Richard, I'm sorry. Richard, I see you. EMAC, you came on. Thank you. Wes, Armando, who else? I hope I'm not Loops. You stopped by and then I started talking about the Cowboys and then you left. Y'all know who you were. Ant, thanks for showing up. B Murphy, Joseph, I appreciate you guys for swinging by, kicking it with me. Joe, you did the damn thing, bro. Oh wow, that rhymed. Bars. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good. Make someone smile out there. And as always, let's go Giants. Ow!
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. Sneakyg.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.